Okay, welcome, y'all, again to the property insurance hacks, or just a little information for you guys. So, this is part two of additional living expenses, which is acronym for ALE. Okay, so basically, like I explained in part one, I'm not going to go back and do the spiel. So, part two, we're going to talk about when you put in ALE or when you go into a hotel because you think you can't stay in your particular home because I don't know, there's a lot of water, right? You have to understand in the policy it states that if the home premises is not inhabitable, if it's inhabitable, then at that point you are supposed to be granted ALE, which is if you want to, if the insurance company wants to put you in a hotel, if they seem it more financial responsible to put you in an Airbnb, that's totally up to them. What you have to understand is uninhabitable really is subjective, okay? And it really it's really upon what your adjuster seems or deems as being uninhabitable, right? So a lot of times in my instance, and this is how I gauge if I'm going to deny or am I going to actually pay for the hotel expenses or the Airbnb that I put the insured in while we're doing the mitigation or while we're doing the actual repairs to their home. A lot of times, if you have no bathrooms that you cannot use, that means including your toilets and no running water, then that, in my opinion, because like I said, it really is a subjective call there. It's a gray area when it comes to ALE. So that's why I always tell you guys be very nice to your adjusters because they make a lot of decisions based upon their subjective views on your particular situation, right? So, and this is just the way I gauge things, okay? If you do not have running water, you don't have access to either of your toilets, then at that point, I deem the home to be uninhabitable, okay? This is not all of this is just my opinion on it, okay? When the claim comes to me. If you have a bathroom that you're able to use the water and the toilet, then at that point, everybody can use that bathroom while we're mitigating or you're doing the home repairs. Um, if we have somebody that's very very sickly, um, or it's very sickly, which I mean like somebody that's going through chemo or somebody who has severe asthma, things like that. Depending on what the situation is, I will go ahead and deem the ALE reasonable for me to pay for or for the policy to pay for the hotel stay and the Airbnb. But mind you, you do have to understand, like I explained to you guys, it is a very subjective call there with the additional living expenses. So when you get very very angry with your adjuster, screaming and yelling, that doesn't make the situation even better. Okay. Um, However, if you make the call before having a conversation with your adjuster and you move into a hotel with your family, then please be aware or be ready to pay that hotel bill, that Airbnb bill, because you made a call before the adjuster could review your claim. They could make initial contact, which is our IC. So we don't know what the situation is, right? But also make sure that you keep all receipts. Okay, so if we are able to pay for it, then at that point, um, you'll have all your receipts. And I'll go into the next video about the receipts and things like that. So stay tuned, like, share, follow.